Alright peeps, you seen the old lemon grove down there? And as well, look how little bad water we had left over. It's a good thing with the cycles changed in it. And we're getting that fresh bad water route. And it's going to be using our new little path to get out the map. How good's that, man? Now before I forget, I do need to pop some floodgates on here. Not necessarily need to, but I would quite like to store that extra block when we get droughts and whatnots. And to ensure beavers can actually get out of there and build, we're going to whip out the handy dandy small warehouses. Look at those bad lads. But what our freshly dynamited canal and blockage that the beavers are running across there does, is it gives this bit of water sources here plenty more opportunity to create a clean river all the way down to here. And then the bad water starts pissing out, but hey, there's not much we can do with that yet. And as well, if you have a look over here, we're flowing water, and that's alright, I don't particularly care. I wouldn't mind saving it up though, let's get to 2.5. Let it get all the way to the tippity top. Actually 2. And the reason that's so lovely and fresh is because we got this lovely big dam in here, the second number. Look at that bad lad. It is an absolute beast, isn't it? I am so keen for this bit of the canyon here to get filled up. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. Before this side of the canyon fills up, we're going to go back over to this side and we're going to do a little bit more dynamiting. This little patch here, I'm feeling we've got to delete what's on there and say, beavers, dynamite that up. Oh, with the quickness. Apart from this one, we'll be clever about this, eh? I tell you what, look at our lovely green slice of the canyon here. We're growing all the food we need, eh? And we've even got a little industrial estate in the middle of it. Oh, you're sitting on your arse, you got no berries to pick. I'll pause you for now, mate. You've got a better thing to do elsewhere. Replant dead trees not marked for cutting, mate. Get amongst in all of these mangroves. And as the sun sets, we got the beaver replanting all those dead mangroves. Look, the beaver actually just... Oh no, it's the water level going down. I was going to say the beaver's flowing downstream, but the water's flowing upstream. It's all weird and backward and weird. But that's right, I turned this off. And you know what? I'm going to catch you in the daytime. Oh, morning beavers. Look at them flying down the stairs like a bunch of busy legends. Now, day 2, how we're cracking along here? We got this in? Not yet. What else have we got maximum priority built? Like, we've already got this big old water tank here up and running. You gotta pick up some logs. Ah, yes. I remember. Let's reduce the priority of these doing. And now we beavers should get to building the dynamite up here. And that way, I can click the donate. The boom boom. Now, we're not done yet. We're gonna do another set of booms. Get it done. Another level there. Another block. I might even do some more, you know, to be quite honest with you peeps. I'm just popping a little handy dandy small warehouse down, but this time to actually store dynamites. So old mate here can crank out more than 5 dynamites at a time if he needs to. As the sun sets, how would he know here? Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Which I do. You know what? Let us whip out a real early speedy up bit. Because to be quite frank with you peeps, I want nothing more than to watch this water level rise and fill up the dam and just start gunning out and filling everything up. Thought I may as well pop the floodgate up, you know? Actually get some depth in this bad lad. Yo, what? Abrupt end to the speedy up bit. We've got a drought incoming. And look at this. We've just started filling up the new level. Oh, yes. I love this. Alright, we're not too far off this. I set this at 2. And this is at 2.5 equivalent on here. So hopefully that one little bit there is enough to get it all out. I'm pretty confident it's not, but we'll see. For now, while that's rising up there, I want to go ahead and expand this resourceful settlement over to this third and final source, which means plopping down a couple of platforms just like that. And then we'll let the beavers get along building that, and they'll be giraffing. Alright, how we doing yet? How we doing? I haven't missed it, have we? Nah, we still got a little bit of gun here. Just a little bit. Alright, I reckon we're getting very close to it overspilling. Alright, let's go. I want to see it overspill the floodgate. It's doing it, it's got it. It's starting to fill up this bit of the reservoir now. Oh, it's going to end up flooding this bad lad. You know what? I'll leave the speedy up bit now, I need wine or there. I'll catch you in the morning. It is officially the morning, beavers. Let's get out the free mode camera. Oh, where's that stuck us? I'm up here now. Oh, look at this. I didn't think of that. Not gonna lie, I didn't think of that. At least the beavers are getting a wet fur perk. Broken teeth. I don't have a teeth grindstone over here, do I? There's no excuse for not having a teeth grindstone. Maximum priority that, beavers. Oh, we're starting to store water on the back now. You can see I've got heaps of beavers knocking about, slurping up water. I've got 9 of them in here, which should be 0 jobs needing to be placed. Absolutely perfect. Now, you know what? It's been a couple of days. How are you staying over here? Not too shabby. Yous are kicking along nicely, Oh, you know what? Yous have probably got in. Oh, this is overspilling. Drop this down to 0.5. And I suppose actually this will be a canny test. Whether this being one white here is actually enough of an escape for when we have a bad tide. But for now, I just want beavers. Build a very quick double floodgate in there. Thank you very much, Lee. And I shall unpause this build as well. Alright, we've dropped down below a block now. We've still got this bit.
What would this be? Canal wall, dam wall, levee wall, why not?
We've still got this levee wall here, but the outlet is only one. So we'll see if this is enough or if it goes back up. But, I mean, the fact it's went down tells me that one is enough. This is a really piddly-widdly water source, to be fair. Oh, actually, speaking of non-piddly-widdly water sources, how would they over here? Oh, it's looking good. Look at that clean river. It's washed out nigh on all the bad water, down to the big pillars. Now, how is the flow over here? It's still flowing out. That's good, that's good. Because we don't have the flow of these bad water sources over here anymore. You see, 4 bad water sources with quite the flow. And we don't have that going into here anymore, so I'm glad that these 4 good water sources here are actually enough to keep the current flowing down river. Plus we've got our water pumper sloping it up here, storing it in here. Oh, I love it. Just means that these beavers can be nice and efficient. Just crack on, drop the water off in there and then slurp some more up for the drought / bad tide, and thankfully we have a drought approaching. Oh, I just spied we've got a beaver putting this bit of TNT in here. But I'm not going to detonate it. Not until this double floodgate's in. And you know what, peeps? I teased it at the very beginning of the episode, but let's make our way over to Lemon Grove here in Lemon Canyon. And I am actually going to have to switch this bad lad on. Lumberjack flag. Cut all of the trees, Pierre, please. All of these dead lemon trees. But let me unlock the tree nursery. Oh, it's a big boy. Will it fit there? No, it's too big. Right, tree nursery. What's its range like? Let's have a look. We want to make sure we have this whole bit here covered. Where's the door on this? I can see 3 doors. Which door's the door? We'll unlock it anyway. We'll have a bit look. So that looks like a proper door there. And then these 2 doors are just pretendy doors. For sure doors. Let me have a quick squiz. Yeah, you can see the path connects into the doorway there. So that's the way it needs to face. So even facing that way, it won't see everything. You know what? I just had an idea. I'll catch you in the daytime and I'll tell you all about it. Oh, welcome to the daytime, Beavers. I don't know why I turned the hood off, but my idea is to go into here, whip out a couple of paths like that, aka platforms, and see about popping this bad lad. Good old tree nursery right there. Look at that. And that should see everything. Happy, happy days. It'll see everything. You know what? I need to have a little floodgate up here as well. Where would be a decent place for it? Someone hadn't built all of this with warehouses. I'll be able to see what I'm looking at. Well, I think this is as good as any. Is this a 3 high? 2 high? No. I'll pop a triple floodgate on there. Beavers, get that built when you can, please. Hang on, too far from district. Oh, you can't build on the corner. Ah, right. Build some handy-dandy small warehouses if you must. I think the beavers just enjoy building the handy-dandy small warehouses myself personally, like. Well, let's up the priority of this tree nursery here. Replant dead trees, not marked for cutting. I think you're always going to have to prioritise lemon trees. This is the lemon grove after all. And speaking of, plant trees and lemons, just to make sure I don't hold down control and actually plant them. Let me plant all of the lemon trees over here. Every single block will be lemon tree. And I'm wondering, because you've got grapevines and everything here. Should we do a little grape action? Or should we make this lemons? Ah, we're making it lemons. It's the lemon grove after all, you know what I mean? We've got to have lemons knocking about in the lemon grove. Ooh, I've just been thinking as well, with this, I want to try and keep as close to 1 block as possible here. So the stream gauge is at 0.6 now. I think what I'll do temporarily, I'll just remove this one from the advanced section, change it to basic, and just leave it like that, so when a drought hits, it's going to go up to 1 there. This bad lad is at 1 anyway, so that'll do me just fine. Just fine. What I do need to do to facilitate planting the lemons out here is just pop a little bit of platform action on there. Right, how we come along with this floodgate? Not too bad actually, a couple more logs and away we can. Now I do want to put this up to 1.5. Maybe I'll pop this up to 1 now, just to get it all the way up. Make sure we have all of the water we can have, which means putting this back down to 0.5 temporarily. I'm thinking, pause this water pump here, try and get as much water in this little area here as possible. Keep these farms going while we got them. Ooh, it's the morning of the big drought. Well, how big is it? 19 days. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. I'm going to get this up to 3. Ah, whatever. Leave it at 2. We'll let it fill this little bit. Ooh! I actually was going to say how we're dealing with the water level over here, but it actually looks like somehow one there is enough to flow this river, or it's just filling very, very slowly. Hasn't been spilling down. That might have just been when I closed the floodgate. Although, actually, yeah, the water level's definitely rising above the floodgate there. Put it up to 2.5, and is it still going to flow over the top? Or is it going to be there or thereabouts? There or thereabouts. I think for now I'm going to leave the floodgate where it is, because I like that the beavers get a little bit of wet fur over here. Now, how we're doing our here? We'll have a little bit of a low water level when I remember how to speak English. Hey, it's still at half a bloody block. Oh, that's right, because this bad lad was flowing for most of the bloody cycle. And we've got a little bit of water kept in here for hopefully growing some lemons. Hopefully. Ooh, and we've got a little floodgate in. Now I've decided I'm going to dynamite down on either side as well. A little something like that. Just to ensure that the bad water gets straight out the map without piling up and contaminating these farms here. Big issue when that happens. And I forgot to prioritise all of this. So we've lost a block during this big drought, which means we're probably going to run out of bad water. But how much we've got stored up, and we're fancy dance bad water tank here. Not too bad, with a third full. It's not bad at all, that. Actually, how are we doing with water? I haven't even thought. There's been no water pumpers running, apart from these bad lads up here, which, to be honest, no need for you to be paused. You can crack on, beavers. Fill that bad lad up. Oh, look at this. We even have a bloody water pump up and running up here. And now that these warehouses are built, I can actually click this and go, no goods selected. Oh, apart from this one, where I want to say, store some fermented cassavas. Ah, now I actually bet you didn't see that one coming. Now what I'm seeing over here, 21 jobs that need to be filled. I think we on pause 2 of these breeding pods, and of course, spawn some sprogs. There they are, with 2 newest sprogs. We've got Zardia and Yavida. Couple of leg ends. Well, maybe they'll grow up to be numpties. Who haven't gonna? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Now, I think the beavers over here have done a grand job. They've stored up a fair dinkum amount of water. I do want to get them cranking along over here. See if I can get them to pop a platform in there. Hopefully we've got the planks available. If not, which we don't, we shall set up a district gate. Maybe. What's the problem here? There we got district gate. Now we can make sure we have a beaver grafting in there. Connect up this little path. And we can have this communities talking to each other now. I'll tell you what though, I'm going to hope to leave these farmers unpaused the entire drought here. Because it was easily 10 days last time. And these pools didn't drain at all. It was actually quite fantastic. So we should be able to keep farming cassavas for a while. Off from here for some reason. We got a little dry patch. And the reason we're building the small gate here, they got, look, we've got Shadow working on this side. You're going to come up and do your post now. And now we've got working on this side. Good old Yolin. Get yourself over there, mate. We'll actually have a job less now. 9 beavers. 9 beavers went out to do what? Oh yeah, pausing all of the water pumpers, eh? Well, you know what? Migrate population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Happy days. So now that we got this small gate in place, I can come up here. And in this handy dandy platform area that I'm building, I can put down an engine, an industrial lumber mill, gear workshop, and last but not least, a fermenter. And a dynamite factory run their back. I did move the fermenter around to get it all going. But I think that's a pretty efficient use of those 400 horsey powers there. And we'll be able to crank along just nicely with that, now that we've got the trading gate. Actually, speaking of, I may need to set up some trading stuff to make sure things haven't gone terribly wrong. You know what, there's nothing on Never in port, so I'll leave it at that. Little nighttime kaboom action for yous. Followed by a triple kaboom. I've just added 2 new paths here for the beavers to get across to the back. I wonder which one will get built first. The stairs or the platform? The stairs or the platform? Put your votes in now. Even though the speedy up bit's probably already shown what's done. Oh, the platform went in. I've just noticed the platform. But is this beaver building the stairs? Yes! It was a very close race between the platform and the stairs. But the platform just eked it out in the end. Now, are we cutting these trees up here? We certainly are. I want to try and figure out a nice place to pop a left forester where they can just plant all the trees. I mean, there, I think is perfect. And the forester can plant all the trees. We just need to get that tree cut first. Are you the beaver that built this and then became the lumberjack? I hope you were. I really hope you were, like. Well, nice one cutting that tree, mate. Cut the rest down if you don't mind. I like this little dam path here, the levee path. Ah, the beaver's using it as I see it. Bloody lovely. I'm enjoying that very muchly. About as much as I enjoy blowing up dynamite. Ooh, look at this. We've got all the platforms in as the sun rises. And we're just waiting on planks and logs. which we've got all the logs and planks wise. We've got all the planks now, we're just waiting on Beavers to get this in. You know what that means? Didn't you? Oh, come on, let's get an angle where we can see Beavers running up and doing the stairs and delivering materials over here. Alright, let's go.
Speedy up!
And it's in! Look at this bad lad! Oh, it looks so pretty! It looks so pretty! I'm turning the hood back off. Oh, damn, look at that tree nursery. And you're not needed. Let us unmark this whole area for cutting. Now you need to be cutting these lemon trees down. And I've been thinking as well, I think it's worth chucking a fluid dump in here. Just real casually like that, you know? Not crazy, not special. And what we can do to try and help with all of this nonsensory that we got going on here, make it as efficient as possible for the lemons. A little bit of path rejiggery. Look at all these extra lemons we can plant. A whole extra row of it. Now I am also wondering if I put a platform there and then get me gatherer flag on there like that, can they see? They can see everything. Absolutely perfect. That's where that's going. And then the gatherer flag is not taking up a precious, precious lemon square. Now let us get the priority up on this bad lad. Now maximum priority that. High priority these. Maximum priority that as well. Because now we can't access this because I deleted the path. And here we go. This is precisely why I want that little water fluid dump there, because this area, there's not much water in it. It dries up very, very quickly. And as I was talking there, I realised that this area on the right is actually a lot smaller than the area on the left. So this area on the left actually takes a little bit longer to dry up than the area on the right. But it's drying up anyway, you know. Point still made. And look at the ground, it's drying up. You couldn't be able to plant bloody lemon trees in there no matter how many nurses you've got on the lemon tree nursery. Oh, is this it? There's beaver time. In the golden hour, we get the golden lemon trees planted. They only look golden because they're dehydrated, but Tiv, no worry about that. Just concentrate on this beaver on the right here. They're gonna have that. Oh no, it's a build-up beaver, isn't it? Is it a lemon? Yeah, it is a lemon tree. Took your time planting that lemon there, like. But not a weir or fear. We're gonna have the water getting dumped due to here any time at all. Keeping this lemon grove nice and green. It actually is gotten a little bit of greenery from the reservoir up here. Oh, I love it. I loves it. Look at the green lemon tree. Go on, beaver, get it placed. Beautiful. How long do these take to mature? 18 days and then another week and we'll have lemons again. Speaking of lemons, we do have lemon storage here. That is correct. Happy days. Let's watch the sun rise and catch the beavers running down the staircase. Look at them spiraling down. Now I have been looking. Look at how bloody not deep this is. It's barely moistening the roots there, man. Barely moistening the roots. We're gonna have to sort that out. Ooh, you know what else we can do? Beavers. You know, let's do this first. One thing at a time, MiGly. One thing at a time. Reduce this down so we get a bit of water flow. And while that water's flowing, let us reconnect these paths. Eventually, finally, the beavers can get back in the water. Get amongst it, beavers. But beavers can finally get the wet fur perk up. And not just because they're collecting mangroves off the bloody mangrove fruit trees here. I didn't know where I was going with that with a mangrove. I don't know what a mangrove like tree is. I know the mangrove fruit is a mangrove, isn't it? Or is a mangrove fruit called a mangrove? And the mangrove tree is called a mangrove. Am I just being a simple Englishman? The water levels over here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh, and we got this built. So he's chopping doing? Nah, get amongst it, peeps. Get amongst it. What exactly are we getting amongst and what are we taking jobs? We got no builders. We got 7, that's right. I think it's time. You know what, let's just unpause these. We're going to do some water births, peeps. If you're squeamish, look away now. I'll let you know when it's safe to look back. But it's time to witness some water births. Or not. It's safe to look back. Apparently beavers didn't like water births. Hey. Who would have thought, eh? Who would have thought? Because it's 99.5% done, it can't complete the last 5% until it's not flooded. That's all that is. No big concern. What I will do, though, is just pop some breeding pods along here, you know. As one does. I was wondering why there was no water in here. Aleph muff. Get your muff in here now. Drop off your kohlrabies in there and then get yourself all the way over here and start dumping some water. And then, way, look at that. Now let us watch the hopefully very satisfying rejuvenation of the lemon grove. Come on, beavers. I foolishly let the lemons die, but I'm bringing them back and I'm not letting them die again. We've got the solution for the bad water, so we're not going to have to use that drain plug for bad water at least. This should be a good thing. A very, very good thing. The beavers are going to love having lemonade again, I tell you. Apology for the slight camera movement there. I had to go and make sure the dam wasn't flooding the canyon. I just came out of the speedy up to check on things, and it's a bloody good thing I did. Look at this, we're doing the 300 knot water. I wonder why. We're going to have to let these peeps knack along for the next 0.8 days here, while I have already moved this down to 0, so we're getting a bit of water doing here, aka getting the greenery back here, and I don't think any or many things died. Yeah, I didn't leave it too long, so we're still cracking along. We're basically running out of beavers over here. I've had to pause all the farm hoses, and I was just about, and this is why I ended up cutting that little speedy up bit, to reduce the water level in here by dropping the floodgate down. And this is our first time of seeing, well, the water level is just going down because I also opened the other side, but the water's being replenished by this big dam. Like I say, it's just also pissing out of here as well at the same time. Oh, and I can see why we started running out of water. These have probably been sitting day and next to out for a long time. Alright, let's quickly get all of these unpaused. You know what, let's not bother. Let's just not bother with it. Honestly, I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm not going to bother manually unpausing every single one of these bloody water pumps here. There's just no need for it. Not a single bit of need when it's going to all automatically unpause when the cycle changes anyway. Tell you what, peeps. This has been the most relaxing cycle of bloody Lemon Canyon that I've had yet. It's been glorious. I'm just going to pop this up, and I'm going to leave this one down for now. We'll let the water pumper slurp up all the water there, fill up all the water storage, and allow all of these lemon trees to get planted. In the next episode. And I'm a reet one, I'm a reet one. Anyway, I'll see you next time, peeps. Bye! Just in case you're seeing any weird inputs or delayed inputs or just things don't look quite right, I'm having issues where my inputs, I take my finger off the key and it still is held for another half a second or something like that. It's been alright for the past couple of days, but it's been rearing its head in this session here. You know, I've never... There we go, look. I wanted to stop up here and it was like, nope, MiGly, you're going over there. Oh, I'm skating. Get amongst it, beavers. Oi, camera, back. There we go, right. There we go. Now, just to be clear, this isn't a Timberborn problem. This is a my computer problem. It happens in multiple games whenever whenever the computer's stressed, basically. My input issues are my issues, not Timberborn issues. And on that heroic and engaging note, we're actually going to end the episode now.
Heroic and engaging? Did I just read the wrong script?